Ben, back in action this Saturday. How have the lads been in training?
Yeah, but they've been really responsive to some of the stuff we spoke about on Monday. It was obviously hard to analyse the game and go over it, but we had to. Obviously, looking at the last period of the game as well, obviously when the goal went in to go 1-0 behind, I said on Saturday, the second goal I've seen, it was up. But the moment how we got to conceding that first goal, but also talking about this season as a whole, it's been a theme. Them late goals in games have obviously cost us victories when we had them in our grasps, and obviously the game where we've been drawing going later to the games, the game against Woking, and obviously the game on Saturday against York, 0-0 position, ended up losing the game really late on. So that we spoke about it, analysed it, we're talking about mental fatigue, or is it physical, or is it something else that we can help with? Looking at our substitutions, all the little bits and pieces that go with it, because that's the only way you try to get better and make sure it doesn't happen again. But we had a real honest talk about it on Monday. We felt like, although it was a good goal from their point of view, we thought we could have done a lot to try and stop it from ourselves. And we hadn't really given too many chances in that second half. I think the first shot that they had over the second half was something like 4 minutes before that, but that led into another chance they had. And then obviously that goal, so within a quick succession of chances. So we're looking at that, why that happened. The attitude of the boys has always been really good. The demand is there, and the demand from each other is there. It was probably a little bit more hoped out on Monday, and demand that we can't let these things happen, because it has cost us points at the start of this season where the league is so tight. We definitely had points in our hand that we should have had, and we've not got on the board now. And that's been a frustration for all of us. But Saturday was certainly another game like that as well.
Onto this Saturday now. Maidenhead are always a team that prove people wrong in this division. What can we expect from them on Saturday?
Yeah, just exactly that. I think I think Maidenhead's biggest strength is that people that don't know that too much about, and will write them off before the season even gets started. And every year they're never in any trouble. They might have some tough periods over the course of the season, like every team does, but they always get victories. Their last home game, they beat the favourites to win the league, Barnet. They beat them. So listen, I think Dav's a first-class person, a first-class manager at this level. I think it's 5 out of the last 6 years he's lost his leading goal scorer and managed to get someone in to replace him. Lost Nathaniel George in the summer to York, who we've just played against, but got Reece Smith out there playing, Mitchell Lawson. So listen, they've got some talented boys, and we always know it's going to be a tough game going there. So we're really respectful of the threats that they have and the way they play. But we've got to also focus on what we can do to try and cause them problems as well. Be really respectful of what they're going to try to do to us on the day, but how can we try and get the better of them? And that's been the focus from Saturday evening, the frustration that was there, but Monday, getting into the meeting Monday afternoon, but certainly leading into that latter part of this week, is to let the boys know what Maidenhead are good at and what we have to be ready for. But also, how can we get the victory? We've done doing a lot right in games, but we haven't got the points we deserve. So it's how do we make sure we do the same level of performance for large parts, but turn that into victories or turn that into winning points, because that's all we care about.
Finally, a common theme throughout almost every interview that I have had with you so far is that connection that we have with the fans. How important is it that we keep that during these tougher periods? Yeah,
look, I see it, because I understand that it's the same as them. That they get frustrated when we don't win games of football, and I feel like that bank holiday period where we're winning against Halifax and doing so well, we end up dropping 2 points that game. That was a real tough one for everyone to take, and it wasn't a case of us trying to defend deeper or see the game out in a 1-0 victory. Actually, maybe by doing that, we might have got that victory. A lad scored out of the blue, out of nothing. A fantastic finish from them. And then that led into Southend, where we went 1-0 behind. We wasn't playing particularly well, but the togetherness that the boys showed and the support from the crowd behind them, we went from being 1-0 down away at our local rivals to being up against it, to being 2-1 ahead going into the latter part of the game. And even then, conceding in the 94th minute, I get that people have said that, well, we're trying to see a victory out, we could have kept going for it and stuff like that. But the feeling I had when the ball went in, I'm on my hands and knees and the ball's gone in, I'm the same as every other fan in that moment. I'm like, the boys have worked so hard to get a victory in their hands. And if we have a criticism of ourselves on that day, that we were probably gripping on to it too hard, just wanting to really get that victory, because we knew what it meant to everyone ourselves. But I said it in my talk with the boys before the game and after. It was about giving back to the people that are supporting us as well, because all that had been a real good victory for us. It's for them guys, it's for the local rival that we have. And then look, I have to say, the York game the other day, like I said, in the Halifax game, they're disappointed to stay behind and really tap the boys. The other day, there was definite disappointment after the match. 100% it was, because we lost against York, and I felt that myself. But any football fan that supports their club, I don't expect them to be happy when they lose a game of football. I'm looking around at the end of them clapping and saying thank you, but I'm the same as them in their moment. I'm full of emotion, I'm frustrated, I'm really unhappy. But all we can do is tell them it's not just a Saturday and a Tuesday when they see us. Promise you, I'm going home that Saturday night, the Sunday, leading into the Monday, and my coaching staff the same. We're working hard to win games for them, because we realise the support they're giving us. I'm really grateful for the support I received as a player here. And beyond that, now as being a manager, I'm really, really grateful for the support I've had. And the hard work I've been going in this week in training to try and give them a good day on Saturday. And listen, I'm going there wanting to get a victory for ourselves, obviously, is because it helps with confidence within the group and the feel around the club. But ultimately, it's to have that moment at the end of the game where they're clapping us and celebrating. That's the reason we do it. So, look, we're going there, trying to give them that moment on Saturday, thank them for their support. Like I said, it's been brilliant since I've been here, and I really appreciate it. And it is for us to give them coming out, if we're calling it a tough moment, so that we can give them more things to smile about, more things to be infused by and happy about. And win games of football. We're 6 games in. There's loads and loads of points still to play for. And we want to get victories. We want to win games of football, not just for ourselves, but for them as well.